once again.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of The Recess. It's me, Coach E, OF Guru. That's right, the outfield guru. I got a very special guest. I got Miss Kiah Ruffin. I'm going to get into what she has going on, some great things around baseball and softball and the world of Pilates, some just awesome things. As you know, The Recess is a podcast dedicated to shining light on urban youth baseball and softball around the country. So everybody that's doing wonderful things, we want to highlight you on this show. Before we get started, make sure you click below, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, Coach E, OF Guru. Make sure you check out the website, coacheofguru.com, and all those wonderful things. So, without further ado, I got Miss Kiah Ruffin. I'm going to give her a virtual clap and all that. You know, she's an ex-softball player from Winston-Salem University. HBCUs are definitely in the building. And I'm going to let her tell you something special about her athletic background, and then we're going to get started. So, Kiah, tell us a little something.
So I have been an athlete for as long as I can remember. There's actually a picture of me on the refrigerator when I was 2, hanging on the handles of the refrigerator. So I've been playing sports since I was 2. I started off dancing and playing softball. And then I went to UNCG first, to University of North Carolina at Greensboro. I played 2 years there. And then I transferred to Winston-Salem State University, the illustrious, you know, we have to add that at the beginning.
Oh.
Winston-Salem State University. I played 2 years there, center field. And I was also a left-handed slapper. And then, you don't hear much about us. And then I cheered for a year. And I was also on the track team as javelin. I threw javelin my last year there. And now I'm a Pilates instructor. So I'm in Raleigh. I teach upwards of 25 classes a week, see up to about 200 people a week, and just really training the core muscles. So that's pretty much my fitness background in a nutshell.
Nice, nice. So I'm going to give you the nickname. You're the HBCU female sports unicorn. Like, you're doing everything. That's the first on The Recess, man.
Definitely me on things.
Man, you are the definition of student athlete. Well, now you're a professional athlete, you know. Yes. So talk to me a little bit about your time at Winston-Salem University. You know, HBCUs HBCUs, you know, we get a lot of, us alumni, we get a lot of slack for HBCUs, man. So just, can you tell the audience a little bit about your time at Winston-Salem University?
Yeah, so Winston-Salem State was an amazing experience. I am so glad I decided to switch. I was honestly so nervous because I had never been around that many people who looked like me at the same time. So I was extremely nervous, and I was going there by myself and didn't know anybody on campus. So that was a little bit different. I had called one of my friends just from elementary school who I knew that went there, and I was just looking for a place to transfer. And she was like, yeah, the softball team, they win a championship very often. The track team is great. So I was like, okay, contacted the coach. And then I ended up going there. HBCUs, especially Winston, is a family environment. I really appreciate how they allowed me to expand. And I wasn't just a softball player. I wasn't just going to practice. I got to explore. I got to join different organizations, as well as the 50 other sports that I played. I was on one of our club dance teams. It's called Talented in Motion. I was an athletic trainer for football and basketball. I did a pageant there, the Miss Kappa Alpha Psi pageant, and I got second runner-up, so Miss Delta Chi. And I really feel like that helped me grow and learn different pockets of people and get to socialize in different ways. And it's definitely a family reunion. Homecoming is a family reunion. You have the line dances that we do, you know, the cookout music, you have the DJs, you have Fried Chicken Wednesday, Fried Fish Friday. It's exactly how it sounds. And it was just a relief to be around so many other people that wouldn't ask me those questions about my hair, and because they already kind of knew. So it was really refreshing just to be in that type of environment where I could just be myself and I didn't feel like I was the token Black girl.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give a little background. I met Kiah through Instagram, right? It sounds so weird with technology now. You're meeting people through like a phone and a computer, but it's wonderful. It's connecting people that you might not ever have met, right? So I stumbled across this thing, not this thing, I'm sorry, a page called HBCU Baseball. And I was like, man, they're really putting out some great content. Let me get them on the recess. And then you said, hey, I'm Kiah Ruffin. I was like, okay, let me make sure. Kiah Ruffin, that's what you said? So I was like, interesting. Then we did the follow-up and play softball, but you're highlighting HBCU baseball, which is much needed in the internet world, right? It's no secret. Can you talk to me about how you really got started with the HBCU baseball page on IG?
Yeah, so it started my senior year of college. I was actually running the WSSU softball page, and I stopped doing that, handed it over to my coach, Coach Lataya Hilliard Gray over at Winston. So she runs that page now. And afterwards, I was just like, I typed in HBCU softball and HBCU baseball, and nothing came up. But when you look at HBCU basketball, there's pages for that, and HBCU football and HBCU sports, even women in sports, all of those showed up, but nothing came up for baseball. So I started by, I used to play on a summer team, and it was just a collaboration of girls from Shaw and St. Aug and Central. And I started shouting them out on the page first. And then I had their teammates send me some stuff, and we started shouting them out. And then I noticed that other HBCU teams started creating pages. And I was like, this is exactly what we needed. You guys are creating the HBCU pages so we can see when your games are. We can see where you're going to be, how to contact you. Social media is so needed because of recruiting aspects. Recruiting is definitely a little bit different because you can look somebody up on Instagram. You don't have to send out a recruiting video anymore. And I was like, I really want to highlight as many people as I can, because I know a lot of these coaches don't know where to find these athletes. They're local. They're right in your backyard. And working in compliance, another thing I did at Winston, I had an internship with compliance, and I learned the rules and regulations on how coaches can contact certain people. And by me not being a college coach, I don't have to follow any of those rules. So I can shout out as many people as I want. And it doesn't affect me at all. And I'm helping as many people as I can. So that was really the reason why I wanted to start, for recruiting purposes and to have more people attend the games. And one more thing, Winston-Salem State, our baseball program was one, that was the main reason why I wanted to start the page. They weren't getting the attendance that we needed. We actually didn't even have a field. Neither team have a field on campus. We both go to a rec ball field. Yeah, it's crazy. We go to a rec ball field, Twin Cities Parks, and we play there. The softball team plays there. The baseball team played at BB&T Ballpark, and it's right off the highway. So that's where the Winston-Salem Dash played. And it got to a point where people weren't attending. There weren't shuttles going to the games anymore. So people weren't showing up. They weren't getting money. The baseball team has been cut from the CIAA. So there's no baseball in the CIAA anymore. Yeah. Attendance, participation, it just went down. And I was like, that's a problem, because we have so many good, talented athletes, and we can't get them recruited. We can't get people to the games. So that's another reason why I started it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for starting. Like I said before, man, I went across, I'm like, shoot, I sent the page out to literally 50 parents that I work with, right? In Chicago, I said, hey, go follow this page. It's going to pick up traction. It's going to do. And also, to all my coaches that's listening, make sure you guys right now go to HBCU Baseball on Instagram. Go follow it. Some really good kids on there. I know Kiah has some things down the road, and I'm going to help her behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Because this is excellent. We want to promote HBCU baseball, and it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to actually keep promoting the industry, if that makes sense. Speaking of, I heard you said that you had, some concerns that, the CIAA doesn't have baseball now, right? what are kind of your concerns, or let me rephrase this. What can HBCUs do better to get a better, let's say, recruiting class each year for baseball and softball?
I think one thing that I have noticed is I don't know about HBCUs specifically, but I do know that our team, when I was on the team 4 or 5 years ago, we weren't marketing our softball team. We would show up to events, but we weren't putting our name out there. We weren't putting out graphics for the softball team as often as we could. We weren't posting flyers and things like that, which is why I wanted to create that WSSU softball page so that people knew where the games were, because we didn't have an on-campus field. So it's like we're playing 2-3 miles away from campus. Nobody knows where that is. Some people didn't have cars. So things like that. Transportation is really, really important. That's what I think HBCUs can do. But I think our highlight videos need to be player-wise. They need to be, the ones that I've seen haven't been so clear. The video hasn't been clear. It's been really low cost. So sometimes you do have to spend, the money. And even if you know somebody that does it, like even my dad, he has been helping football players, track runners, just on the side for free. He's been helping those kids get recruited, and telling them, because he had 2 kids, me and my brother, who both went to college to play a sport. So he knows how to recruit, how to get those kids recruited, going to showcases. I was talking about trying to create an HBCU showcase that can highlight a lot of kids that specifically want to go to HBCUs, and college coaches hopefully will show up to those types of events.
Nice. Very nice. I love the part when you said you have to spend some money, right? And this is the recess, right? It's raw, it's organic, right? Sometimes us as Black people, we get a little afraid to spend money in areas that we really don't see the immediate benefit, but I call it as an investment, right?
Right.
I tell my parents all the time, and the kids I coach, and I've been saying this the last 12 years, if you invest in your child early, the return is gonna be astronomical. Meaning, with the training, with the videos, that extra $100 to $200 for one video, if you pay that one time and it's done the right way, you don't have anything to work. You can send it out.
Yeah.
But I love the point that you made, like the videos are fuzzy. Like I see it all the time. Like even on some page on the internet, like I just scroll right past it, right?
Yeah.
But if it's clear, and I had to learn this myself as, you know, I was highlighting players and practicing the outfield drills of the week and everything. Like I started, wasn't getting a lot of traction, which means my kids don't get seen. But once I had the ring light and I had the iPhone 12 and really invested in myself, now you get those 20,000 views and like, hey, who was this kid? And, you know, stuff like that.
Exactly. It's little things like that, paying attention to detail. It's really, really important. Making sure you can see the ball. Like I would like to see the ball if I'm a coach. Like I don't want, you know, it's little things like that. Like when you get a hit and then you just focus right on the player, but it's like, okay, where did the ball go? Did the outfielder catch the ball? Did they run to first and make it to first? It's things like that that are important that we don't show in a lot of our videos.
Facts, all facts. So I know you're running for Miss North Carolina USA. Did I get it right?
Yes, you're right.
Can you give the people, because I'm gonna make sure everyone that I know sees this. If someone wants to support you, and I know everything is virtual voting, right? Am I right? Can you give us some information on how we can support you, vote for you, and how we can make that happen?
Yeah, so contestant photos were just released last week. I believe there are 37 of us. And I am Miss Wake Forest, North Carolina. Well, Miss Wake Forest USA for North Carolina. And the way that you vote, you go to MISS, North Carolina USA.com. And right on the front screen, there's a vote for your favorite contestants. I want to say it's a button. Click on that, scroll all the way to the bottom, and I am the only one with locks. So I'm very easy to pick out. And I'm at the end. Yes. So I think I'm third from the end. Just click on that. It's $1 to vote. Just $1. Yeah. And the more votes that we get, there's a portion of the contest, of the competition, where it's like a people's choice, and that person's automatically moved into the next round, depending on how many votes that they get. So that's one thing that I'm really, really pushing. I do appreciate the people who have donated so far. Luckily, I am so blessed. I haven't needed to pay a dime out of my own pocket, just from the donations that I've gotten, from my registration fees, hotel fees, my wardrobe. It's amazing. I haven't paid a dime out of my own pocket. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So Kiah, can you drop your Instagram handle, your contact information, your email, how people can reach out to you if they want a Pilates lesson, if they want a softball lesson, if they want
all of the things.
It's the same if they want everything. You know, you're the one-stop shop for female athletes. Can you drop that for us?
Yes. So my Instagram is Kiah, Kiah Ruffin, Ruffin, just like David Ruffin, no relation, I promise. Kiah like the car with an H on the end, Ruffin. That is my Instagram handle. There is a link tree in there with all the rest of that in there. I also have a YouTube, same name. I have a Twitter that I don't use that much, but it's the same name. My email is my first name dot last name. No, it's not. I lied. It's Coach K Ruffin. So first initial, last name @gmail.com. I think that's it. I also sing and dance. So all of that is going to be on my YouTube channel as well. Yeah, I do a lot of things.
We need that versatility.
I am all over the place. Yeah, I love it.
That. So for everybody watching, make sure y'all go follow Kiah Ruffin, Coach K, the dancer, HBCU Baseball, go follow. Kiah Ruffin, go follow. There's so many of them I can't keep listing on this video, but part 2 would definitely do that. Kiah, I'm going to put a care package of Black Baseball Matters in the mail for you for coming on the show, man. Thank you so much. No problem. Make sure wear it, rep it. This is what it's for, the culture. For everybody watching, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like it, share this episode with somebody. The Recess is a podcast dedicated to uplifting and shedding light on urban youth baseball and softball across the country. This was Kiah Ruffin. I'm Coach E. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you uplift somebody now. All right, we out.